Hey guys, my name is Sally Lavagnino and I selected volleyball as my unique activity. My expert is my best friend, Hannah Heller. She's played volleyball for 10 years, starting when she was in 7th grade. In high school, she played volleyball for both her high school and competitive club volleyball team. And while in college, she has continued her volleyball career throughout intramural teams every semester, both women's and co-ed, and an adult volleyball league. In these clips, you can see her demonstrating her expertise in a couple different volleyball skills, including serving, bumping, which you can use to pass, setting, which you can also use to pass, and hitting, which you usually use as a third and final hit to get the ball over the net to the other team. Here you can see she's teaching me a basic warm-up that she does before volleyball, which is just some dynamic stretches. According to Top End Sports, volleyball is a sport that requires many skills such as balance, coordination, agility, reaction time, and speed/quickness, which we will see that I am fully capable of achieving right now. Volleyball is a unique sport for a couple different reasons. First, it's a non-contact sport, unlike a lot of other team sports, such as football and rugby. It's also a very fast-paced game in terms of offense and defense, which switches every 1 to 3 hits, depending on how many hits it takes you to get it over the net to the other team, is what determines whether you're on offense or defense. Another unique aspect of volleyball is that it has a heavy focus on adaptability. Here she is teaching me how to hit the ball overhand for a couple different things. This is the hit that I will use to serve, so I'll be doing an overhand serve. And then this is also like the most basic way to learn how to hit the ball over the net in that third hit that you get. And then after I learn the skill, I will practice it in a game situation where I'm trying to hit the ball over the net, as we can see right here. So in terms of adaptability, besides when you're serving, you're never fully in control of the ball. So it's referred to as a rebound sport, in which the move you make and how you're going to pass the ball is dependent on how the other players hit it before you. Here you can see she's teaching me how to bump pass the ball back and forth with her while trying to maintain accuracy, control, and consistency. I have mainly competed in team sports like this my whole life. Growing up, I played softball until recently when I started powerlifting, which is a more individual sport. Okay, in this clip you can see that she is trying to teach me how to set the ball, which is the hardest part for me. Again, trying to be consistent, accurate, and controlled with the set back to her was proving to be more difficult than it looked. Volleyball is similar to a couple other sports such as tennis, pickleball, and badminton, where you are playing across the net to get the ball over in a certain amount of hits with high variability. And then there's also water polo, which is kind of like the in-water version of volleyball. During the video, she was teaching me all of the proper techniques for all of the skills that you need in volleyball, or at least the basic ones, in order to put them all together into a drill that simulates the 3 hits that you would get in a game to get the ball over the net. And here we are doing that. I was learning how to use my bump, set, and hit in a drill in the correct order of how it's usually played out in a game. Some advantages to playing volleyball is that it can help improve your hand-eye coordination, agility, and balance, and when you're playing for long periods of time like a game or tournament, it can help increase aerobic ability. Another advantage is that it can help to boost social interaction, since you're playing with a smaller group of people and you'll likely build friendships with them. It's also a very popular and well-known sport, so there's a lot of resources if you wanted to start playing. Some disadvantages of volleyball is that there's a high risk of injury, especially to the ankles, knees, shoulders, and fingers due to repetitive movements like jumping, spiking, and landing. Volleyball also requires a high level of strategy, communication, and successful team dynamic, which can be a challenging aspect for some players. These are some clips I took of an intramural game going on, and as you can see, the differences in these players is their confidence in handling the ball, spatial awareness of where the ball is and where it's going to go, as well as their accuracy of bumping and setting to each other, and their consistency with serving. You can also see that their ability to jump and hit the ball over the net with a high intensity of speed is a lot greater than mine would be. Thanks for watching, guys.